The power of consistency in achieving life goals and desires. Have you ever wondered why some people achieve remarkable success while others struggle to make progress despite having similar ambitions? The answer often lies not in talent, luck, or intelligence, but in one simple yet powerful trait: consistency. Consistency is the bridge between setting a goal and achieving it. It's the daily, disciplined actions that compound over time, leading to extraordinary results. Many people start with enthusiasm when pursuing a dream, whether it's losing weight, starting a business, mastering a skill, or achieving financial independence. However, as challenges arise, motivation fades, and they fall back into old habits. This is where consistency separates the successful from the unsuccessful. Unlike bursts of motivation, which come and go, consistency builds habits, strengthens discipline, and ensures progress even on the toughest days. Scientific research supports this principle. Studies in psychology show that small, repeated actions create strong neural pathways in the brain, making habits automatic. The goal-setting theory also emphasizes that setting clear, consistent actions increases the likelihood of success. Neuroscience reveals that the reticular activating system, RAS, in our brain filters information based on what we repeatedly focus on, reinforcing behaviors that align with our goals. But how does consistency look in real life? Let's take the story of Daniel, a struggling entrepreneur who transformed his life through the power of daily discipline. The tale of Daniel, a life transformed by consistency. Daniel had always dreamed of running his own business. He admired successful entrepreneurs and often fantasized about financial freedom. Yet, year after year, he found himself stuck in the same cycle, starting new ventures with excitement, only to abandon them when things got tough. He blamed bad luck, lack of opportunities, and even his circumstances, never realizing that the real problem was his inability to stay consistent. One day, after yet another failed project, Daniel met an old mentor, Mr. Harris, who had built a thriving business from scratch. Seeing Daniel's frustration, Mr. Harris said, "The secret to success isn't in doing something big once, but in showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it." Intrigued but skeptical, Daniel asked how he could apply this to his life. Mr. Harris gave him a simple challenge. Work on your business for 1 hour every day, no excuses, for 6 months. No matter how he felt, motivated or exhausted, inspired or doubtful, he had to put in the effort. The first few weeks were hard. Some days, Daniel felt like quitting, but he kept going. Slowly, his daily habits compounded. He refined his skills, learned from failures, built better systems, and gained small wins. After 6 months, what once felt impossible became second nature. His business grew, and so did his confidence. A year later, Daniel's company was thriving. He realized that success wasn't about making perfect moves. It was about consistently moving forward, one step at a time. His story serves as a lesson to us all. Consistency isn't glamorous, but it is powerful. It turns dreams into reality. This journey of Daniel teaches us that consistency outperforms talent, intelligence, and luck. Whether you want to lose weight, build a career, or master a skill, success is a result of what you do repeatedly, not occasionally. As we explore the science, real-life examples, and practical strategies in this guide, remember this: your daily choices shape your future. Theoretical foundations. Why consistency works. Success is not a one-time event. It is the result of small, repeated actions over time. Science confirms that consistency is the key to achieving long-term goals because it rewires our brain, builds habits, and strengthens discipline. 1. Psychological perspective. How the mind forms habits. Our brains are wired to form habits through repetition. According to the habit loop theory, every habit follows a pattern: cue, routine, reward. The more we repeat an action, the more automatic it becomes. This is why consistency leads to lasting change. Our brain starts recognizing patterns and reinforcing them. Additionally, the goal-setting theory states that specific and challenging goals lead to higher success rates. However, goals alone are not enough. What truly matters is breaking them down into consistent daily actions. A person who commits to writing 500 words daily will finish a book faster than someone who only writes when they feel inspired. 2. Neuroscientific insights. The brain's role in consistency. Neuroscience reveals that our reticular activating system, RAS, filters information based on what we repeatedly focus on. If we consistently focus on a goal, our brain starts recognizing opportunities and resources that align with it. This explains why people who visualize their success and work toward it daily tend to achieve more. But how does this play out in real life? Let's look at Emily's journey from a struggling musician to a world-class performer. The tale of Emily, from struggling musician to master performer. Emily always dreamed of becoming a concert pianist. She admired famous musicians and longed to perform on grand stages. However, every time she tried to practice consistently, she got frustrated. Some days, she felt inspired and played for hours. Other days, she barely touched the piano. After years of inconsistent practice, she remained an average player. She envied those who seemed to improve rapidly and wondered if she simply lacked talent. One day, Emily's mentor, Mrs. Foster, gave her a powerful lesson. She said, "Talent gives you a head start, but consistency is what wins the race. I challenge you to practice for just 1 hour every day for the next 6 months, no matter what." Emily hesitated but accepted the challenge. The first few weeks were tough. Some days she felt exhausted and uninspired, but she still showed up. Over time, she noticed something remarkable. Her playing improved dramatically. Her fingers moved effortlessly, complex pieces became easier, and her confidence soared. By the end of 6 months, she was no longer the same pianist. A year later, she performed in her first major concert. Looking back, Emily realized her biggest breakthrough wasn't about practicing for long hours occasionally. It was about practicing every single day, no matter what. Emily's story teaches a crucial lesson. Greatness isn't about big actions. It's about small, consistent ones. Whether you want to learn a skill, build a business, or improve your health, the key is showing up daily, even when you don't feel like it. Success doesn't happen overnight, but with consistency, it is inevitable. Real-life examples of consistency, leading to success. The greatest achievers in any field, athletics, business, arts, or personal development, share one common trait. They show up every day, regardless of circumstances. Success is not about occasional bursts of effort, but about daily commitment, even when motivation is low. 1. Personal development, transforming health and mindset. When it comes to fitness, people who achieve long-term success don't rely on quick fixes. They build sustainable habits. Studies show that consistent exercise over time leads to permanent lifestyle changes, whereas extreme workouts without consistency often result in failure. 2. Professional success, building careers through daily effort. Research on high achievers shows that consistent small actions compound over time, leading to exponential growth. Many entrepreneurs, for example, didn't succeed because of one genius idea, but because they persisted through failures and showed up daily to refine their work. But how does this principle play out in real life? Let's look at Jake's journey from being an unnoticed employee to a thriving CEO. The tale of Jake, from invisible employee to CEO. Jake worked at a small tech company for years, feeling undervalued and stagnant. He watched others get promoted while he remained stuck. He often blamed his managers for not recognizing his potential. One evening, after venting his frustration to his mentor, the mentor asked him a simple question. "Jake, do you work as hard on the days you feel discouraged as you do on the days you feel inspired?" Jake hesitated. He realized that on tough days, he did the bare minimum, waiting for external validation. His mentor then said, "Success doesn't come from waiting to be noticed. It comes from consistently improving yourself, whether people are watching or not." From that moment, Jake changed his approach. He committed to learning something new every day, reading industry articles, improving his skills, and taking initiative at work. At first, nothing changed. But after 6 months of consistent self-improvement, his boss noticed his effort and promoted him to a leadership role. A few years later, Jake became the CEO of a growing company. Jake's story proves a fundamental truth. Consistent effort creates opportunities. You don't need to be the smartest, the luckiest, or the most talented. You just need to show up and put in the work daily. Whether in fitness, career, relationships, or personal growth, success follows those who remain consistent even when progress seems slow. Research studies supporting the power of consistency. Success is not a matter of luck, it is backed by science. Studies in psychology, neuroscience, and behavioral science confirm that consistency is the most important factor in achieving long-term goals. Those who take small, steady steps over time outperform those who rely on sporadic bursts of effort. 1. Academic performance. Small daily efforts versus cramming. A study by the American Psychological Association found that students who study consistently, rather than cramming before exams, perform significantly better. The brain retains information better when learning is spread over time. 2. Health and fitness. Sustainable habits over intense workouts. A Harvard Medical School study revealed that those who engage in moderate exercise consistently, e.g., 30 minutes a day, achieve better long-term health than those who engage in extreme, inconsistent workouts. 3. Professional growth. Daily learning for career success. A Stanford University study on successful entrepreneurs found that consistent small improvements led to higher long-term success rates than major, one-time breakthroughs. But how does this apply in real life? Let's look at Mia's journey from failing student to academic success. The tale of Mia, from failing to thriving through daily discipline. Mia was struggling in college. She procrastinated, crammed the night before exams, and felt overwhelmed. No matter how hard she tried, her grades remained poor. One day, her professor advised her, "Success in learning doesn't come from one night of hard work. It comes from showing up every day." He challenged her to study for just 30 minutes daily. No excuses. At first, Mia doubted it would work, but she committed to the process. Over time, studying became a habit. Instead of last-minute stress, she felt confident and prepared. By the end of the semester, her grades had improved dramatically. She realized that small, consistent actions led to success far greater than last-minute effort. Mia's story reinforces a scientific truth. Consistency in small actions leads to massive results over time. Whether in academics, health, or career, steady daily progress always beats inconsistent, short-term effort. If you want success, commit to showing up every single day. Strategies to develop and maintain consistency. Many people start with strong motivation but struggle to stay consistent. The secret to long-term success is not working harder, but creating habits that make consistency automatic. Here are 4 proven strategies. 1. Set clear and achievable goals. A Harvard Business Review study found that people who set specific goals are 42% more likely to succeed. Instead of vague goals like get fit, set a measurable one like exercise for 30 minutes 5 times a week. 2. Create a system, not just a goal. Success isn't just about the goal, it's about the process. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, emphasizes that building systems creates sustainable success. If your goal is to write a book, create a habit of writing 500 words daily instead of waiting for inspiration. 3. Track your progress and adjust. Psychological research shows that people who track their progress are more likely to stay consistent. Use journals, apps, or checklists to measure growth. 4. Build accountability and a support system. A study by the American Society of Training and Development found that people are 65% more likely to achieve a goal if they have an accountability partner. Share your goals with a mentor, friend, or coach. But how does this look in real life? Let's explore Mark's journey from failing entrepreneur to success through consistency. The tale of Mark, the power of daily progress. Mark dreamed of building a successful business, but every time he started, he got discouraged and quit. He believed success required huge leaps, but after multiple failures, he sought guidance. A mentor told him, "Business success isn't about a single big win. It's about small daily actions." He challenged Mark to take one productive step every day for a year, whether reading about marketing, improving his product, or making one sales call. At first, the progress felt slow, but over time, his efforts compounded. A year later, his business was thriving. What changed? Consistency. Mark's story teaches us a critical truth. Success is built one small action at a time. If you want results, focus on daily habits, not just big dreams. Challenges to consistency and how to overcome them. Staying consistent is easier said than done. Distractions, setbacks, and lack of motivation often derail progress. However, those who understand these challenges and develop strategies to overcome them are the ones who achieve lasting success. 1. Challenge: lack of immediate results. One of the biggest obstacles to consistency is impatience. Many people give up because they don't see immediate progress. However, success follows the compound effect. Small actions accumulate over time. Solution: focus on the process, not just the outcome. Trust that daily progress, no matter how small, will eventually lead to breakthroughs. 2. Challenge: losing motivation. Motivation fluctuates. Relying on it alone leads to inconsistency. Solution: replace motivation with discipline. Create habits that make success automatic, such as scheduling workouts at the same time every day or setting a dedicated study hour. 3. Challenge: external distractions. Social media, television, and daily responsibilities can pull us away from our goals. Solution: create a distraction-free environment. Use tools like app blockers, time management techniques, and dedicated spaces for work or learning. Let's look at Sophia's story, a woman who overcame inconsistency and transformed her life. The tale of Sophia. From procrastinator to achiever. Sophia wanted to learn a new language, but she kept quitting after a few weeks. Every time she lost motivation, she found excuses: too busy, too tired, or too distracted. Frustrated with her lack of progress, she decided to commit to just 15 minutes of practice daily. No excuses. She set reminders, eliminated distractions, and tracked her progress. At first, it felt small. After 6 months, she was holding conversations fluently. Sophia's journey proves that persistence beats perfection. If you want to succeed, expect challenges, but don't let them stop you. Consistency is the key to every achievement. Power of consistency in achieving life goals. Success isn't about luck, intelligence, or waiting for the perfect moment. It's about consistent effort, day after day. The most accomplished individuals in any field, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders, did not achieve greatness overnight. They committed to small, daily improvements that compounded over time. We have explored how psychology, neuroscience, and real-life success stories all confirm the power of consistency. We've seen how persistence turns failures into stepping stones, transforms dreams into reality, and creates unstoppable momentum. But now, the real question is, how will you apply this in your life? Will you commit to daily progress, even when motivation fades? Will you embrace the process, trusting that small steps lead to big results? Will you push forward, even on days when success feels far away? Your future self is watching. The choices you make today shape the person you become tomorrow. The tale of Noah. A journey of unshakable consistency. Noah always dreamed of running a marathon. But every time he tried training, he quit after a few weeks. He told himself, "I'm not built for this. Maybe it's not meant for me." One evening, a mentor told him, "You don't need to be the best today. You just need to show up. Run for 5 minutes if that's all you can do. Just don't stop." So Noah started small. He ran a little every day. Some days he felt strong. Other days he struggled. But he never skipped a day. Months passed. His endurance improved. The runs got longer. His confidence grew. A year later, he crossed the finish line of his first marathon. Tears streamed down his face as he realized it wasn't talent, motivation, or luck that got him here. It was showing up every single day, even when it was hard. You are closer than you think. If you feel stuck, discouraged, or uncertain, don't give up. Success is not about giant leaps. It's about small steps, taken every day, no matter what. Every day you stay consistent, you are building something bigger than today's effort. You are shaping your future. So take one step today, then another tomorrow. And one day you'll look back and realize you made it. Your journey starts now. Take the first step today. You now understand the power of consistency in achieving your goals. But knowledge alone won't change your life. Action will. What is one small, consistent step you can take today toward your goal? If you want to get fit, commit to a 10-minute workout. If you want to start a business, Spend 30 minutes researching or brainstorming ideas. If you want to master a skill, practice for just 15 minutes today. The most successful people in the world didn't start with perfection. They started with small daily actions that compounded over time. Your challenge: commit to a small daily action for the next 30 days. No matter how you feel, no matter what obstacles come your way, just show up. Share your journey. Comment below with your goal and the daily action you're committing to. Find an accountability partner to stay on track. Track your progress and celebrate small wins. The time for excuses is over. Your future starts with what you do today. Take action now and watch your consistency transform your life. Stay inspired. Subscribe for more life-changing guidance. At Silent Lamp 4 channel, I believe you weren't born to stay broken. You were born to rise. I believe your past doesn't define you, your power does. The fire within you is stronger than any setback, and it's time to unleash it. This is your moment. Own it. Rise. Subscribe if you believe your past isn't your limit, and the fire in you was born to rise.